Dr. Nicola Dellinger here, and I wanted to pop in and share with you something that I really it actually hit me upside the head like a ton of bricks a couple of days ago. It was funny, my son and I were driving in my car, which is a little older, and so we got this little Bluetooth adapter so we could listen to our music from my phone through the car speakers. And we were laughing because there's a British voice that comes on when I start my car, and it says, "Waiting to pair." And then it says paired, and I was talking with my son about this, and we were kind of giggling about it, and all of a sudden I realized that the word repair is actually repairing. And so sometimes, and so it just kind of hit me, this whole idea around how often we are caught in a cycle of trying to fix ourselves because we see ourselves as broken. And really what we're waiting for is a repair, but not because there's something broken or wrong, but because we're actually looking to repair, reconnect, realign with who we are in our deepest essence. And so when we can learn to embrace this idea of repairing, and it was so funny, this voice that comes like, "Waiting to be paired." And I was like, that's exactly what happens. Sometimes we just kind of wait around, and then if we're turned on, if we're in the right frequency, if we're aligned with the channel that it's going to come through the car stereo, if we're aligned with that channel within us, then the repairing just happened, and the guy's like, "Paired." And it's so simple and effortless. And sometimes we need to be a little bit more active about getting into realignment with ourselves. But I really want to invite you to consider those places in your world where you feel broken, or that you need fixing, or that you need help, or to be different, and actually consider it as an invitation to get more into alignment with what's here, what's true for you. How can you repair with yourself to create more healing and more and a clearer channel to receive in whatever it is that's next for you, whatever it is going to be your inspired action that comes out of this place of knowing that you are whole. You are perfect in this moment. There's no work that needs to be done. There doesn't need to be this big struggle against who you've been and who you want to become. That you can actually just move your body, take a deep breath, let all the expectations and to-do lists of your mind go, and there you are. And it's funny, I was talking with one of my patients this morning, and once we just took a few deep breaths together and asked a couple of questions, she immediately went into this very deep emotional space. And kind of on the other side of things, she's like, "Wow, it's amazing that this was right on the surface." And I'm like, right, because this thing, that is you, and you are right underneath your own surface. And it takes so little to actually connect. One is the intention. I'm going to repair. So it's like turning on the radio dial and just waiting. Okay, my intention is to repair. And then trusting that that pairing, that realignment with yourself will happen. And that it just requires maybe a few deep breaths. Maybe you like to move your body, circle your hips, touch your toes, dance around your office, which sometimes I'm known to do. And circulate the energy around and just notice what's there. Maybe if you're really caught in your head, you can hold on to your head in some way, or touch your head, or maybe even put it down on the ground. I'm being in child's pose, where my knees are open and my head is down and my arms are down. It's one of the most restorative practices that I do, especially when I'm feeling too caught up in my mind, because it's just that touchstone of touching down and having my forehead be able to rest. It's almost like I tell my brain, like, you don't have to worry about this stuff right now. You can rest here. And there's also a physiological component that comes with anytime you are deep breathing, you're stimulating your vagus nerve, which gets your parasympathetic or rest and relax state of your nervous system activated. But also when you put your head below your heart, you're telling your body, your nervous system, that things are safe, that you're calm. So these are real physiological resets, not just on an energetic and spiritual plane, but certainly on a cellular level as well. So I would love to hear what happens as you repair with yourself and really spend some time thinking about those places and those stories around where you're broken and need fixing. And maybe that requires, or you think it's required, looking outside of yourself to books or experts or healers or whatever. And those are all great things. I use a lot of those things myself, as you can see behind you. But the intention here is not to fix, but is to repair with myself. And that makes all the difference. So let me know what you think. I'm curious to hear what your experiences are. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.